Hi everyone, welcome to tonight's session of Curse of Strahd. Before we begin tonight's game, announcements. First of all, Tommy's back.
Woo!
Yay! Um,
Say hello.
Woo!
and Maddie's
Hi, Maddie.
here. Yay!
They said hi.
Apart from that, Mio doesn't have an announcement today. Haha, loser. Grizz.
Let's see. Tuesday. Wait, no. There's no. What day does this go up?
This goes up on Friday.
Friday. So there wasn't Spelljammer this week, but we will be back for next week. So make sure to tune in on Tuesday at. Is it Tuesday?
We play
Monday.
Mondays.
Monday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
You like how we both struggled to think of the day that our shows went up?
Yeah, it's tough.
Nice.
Tuesday was Storm Wreck, so.
Wednesday was Storm Wreck, wasn't it?
Tush, Tuesday was the day we recorded Storm Wreck. That's my
I
bad.
was like, wait a minute. Time out.
I think. I don't know.
Let me pull up the whiteboard. We'll
No,
get
Sunday.
this sorted.
Oh well. It's
Oh,
Monday.
Sunday was Storm Wreck.
Monday,
Wednesday's
6:30
when y'all
p.m.
recorded.
Spelljammer.
Tuesday we record Spelljammer. Wednesday they recorded Storm Wreck, and then it was Sunday, Monday, and then whenever Strahd goes up. Fridays, I think.
It's all a mess.
You now know the inner workings of the entire process. So.
Even we don't know it.
That's the secret.
And then last thing that we have to talk about is Baka, who is gonna be here probably. He's just driving right now. And who was it that used to play and drive? Someone used to play and drive. I'm not gonna name him.
Who?
Some person. But
Was this from a Morris?
he's not. I'm not saying, dude.
I might have started with a fee. I'm not sure
I don't think so. But he should be
Did he
here
end with a
depending
list?
on. I don't think it was Felis. No, I don't think so. I think it was someone
I
else.
don't know.
Anyway, he should be here, but is not here right now because he's driving. So when he gets here, he gets here. Which means that there's no update from Baka today.
Poor
Which is
shame.
sad. But
I
speaking
know.
of,
He does the
I hope
best
his plants are
recaps.
doing all right.
we'll never know until next week. Speaking of though, it is time for the recap. Mio, you did the recap last time, right?
I have no idea, honestly.
I think he did.
So Mio, you can elect a person if you would like to do the recap.
All right, Genji.
Oh, taking the easy route.
Me and Genji are both looking at Meyore's recap in the
Sure
chat.
am. There's a recap Meyore posted in our Discord that I'll be reading. He sent this to Tommy to get him caught up, or Lortomas, excuse me. So yeah, basically, Lortomas, we went into the winery. You got drunk, fell asleep. We dumped you in a barrel, and while we explored the place after Gundrick did the backbreaker move on a baby Groot, we killed the last druid, who had a blood 5 sucky staff, Logic Click.
$5 sucky staff.
And then we beat on / bullied Equa into finding a man named Barry, who is totally not a Weber in the last room. Miracles gave us wine to take the crest that we went there with Barry and his sons while we carried your drunk, unconscious self around since the most recent wine was poisoned by the druids, which the Markov said we could fix with magic beans from Yesterhill. And that place south, you knew, went to Berserk, I think it was called. Anyway, we got to crest, where Roger to some priests. I don't really curse. I'm sorry, I can't
Duh.
say that one.
Duh. Well, no, say priest. Say priest.
Priest.
Shit.
Thank you. For a dead kid, and then we followed the sunset to the pool, where we destroyed a little gazebo with a statue of Roger Scott, and found a magic symbol, or whatever that Madam Eva said would be good. Then Strahd popped out of the sky, dead Mufasa, talking Shimbo style, to us eat a very sensitive part down there. Since he just stole Irina, as we heard the lightning of the tower go off in the distance.
I didn't understand half of what you
Yeah,
said.
that
to
got
be
slowly
honest with
less
you.
and less comprehensible
Yeah,
as time went on.
that's a hard voice to keep for
It
sure.
is.
Thank you, Kermit.
Okay, well, yeah. Tommy, did you at least watch the part about Barry?
No.
Oh my god. Dude.
Run, Barry.
I was going
Right.
to, and then I got enthralled with the TV show Outlander that Maddie has recently turned me on to. So shout
Oh,
out to
my fiance
Outlander.
likes that. Yep.
It's good. You should watch it. It's really good, Meyore. Like, I've been watching it by myself. Like, watching this.
I'll have to check it out at some point.
So, here's where we'll zoom back in. First of all, Malin, you're back to consciousness. Good job. Second of all,
Oh, what happened?
you just looked up in the sky. You are with your buddies, tearing through a broken down gazebo. You looked up in the sky and you saw Strahd's face, and he said a bunch of stuff, and then a bolt of lightning seemed to strike off to the east somewhere. But you all are pretty wise in the way of knowing that that's probably to do with Van Richten's tower. And it's here that you find yourselves in the moments after deciphering what to do. So it's all 5 of you. Blair is still there, and I guess technically Barry's not far away, but he's not really part of the group. What are you doing?
He's the leader.
Is that lightning bolt extremely familiar with me since it's been, firsthand experience with a lightning bolt? And also Gundrake. Yeah, he
I was
can
about
know
to
all
say-
about that.
That sounds just like the one that struck me at the tower.
Well, it's funny because you look over there and it's persisting.
Oh no. We need to go
Someone's at the
investigate.
tower.
We left Irina there.
Oh, what happened? Why did we have a party? The gazebo's destroyed. Strahd showed up in the clouds, and now there's lightning.
Oh yeah, sorry, you were poisoned, buddy. Maybe we can grab a health potion or something on the way out. But we need to go investigate.
Health potion. I'll look at Tia. Health potion. He thinks there's health potions here.
Roger, do you know of any where to keep the horses here?
Irene. Wait, Bravo 6. All right.
It's no time for games, Roger.
I've noticed he has to find his voice every once in a while.
If they were to keep them, they'd probably be by the front entrance.
All right,
I would
hopefully
assume.
we can see if we can rent some. I can cover it. I have plenty of money from when I helped the Vistani.
Now,
All right, let's go.
are we sure we want to go there?
Our friends are in danger.
Look,
But and I try to snap my fingers, and I can't make any magic come out.
I point at I point at Malin.
I'm like half,
that.
like still intoxicated, slightly poisoned. Like,
I got bruises and wounds all over me.
I
No,
forgot
Roger.
you magic-y types.
Well, that's what we call a flesh wound. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Here, what if we get there now? Like Gundrick is like basically like vibrating, wanting to get the hell out of there. We scout ahead and we see if we can at least follow them. That way we know where she is, even if we aren't able to immediately attack.
you talking about Irina?
Irina, Esmeralda, Richtofen. I forgot his name.
Let's just talk and walk.
Yes. We can decide as we get further. But yeah, so also, if I recall, wasn't Irina left at the tower with the other two?
I left Irina with Red Keep with Van Richten and Esmeralda.
And Richten, thank you.
Look, oh, go ahead, answer the question. Sorry, I forgot. You asked a question.
Oh, Lortomas answered it for me.
Oh, okay.
Of course, we know.
Look, I'm not. If we fight Strahd right now, if he's there, waiting for us, I'm dead.
Roderick, I'm pretty sure we'll all be dead, but we need to at least see who's at the tower. Granted, if Strahd's in the clouds or use some type of magic in the clouds, someone's at the tower causing the lightning to go off. That means someone touched it. It could be
Right.
Strahd himself, it could be someone else. If it's someone else, that means, they might not be going to a location where they think they are. Or they could just die in the tower.
Someone's there. Strahd said something about leaving our queen. He's
Right.
talking about Irina.
Equa.
There's
Oh, sorry.
no way it's a coincidence.
Yes, our enemies are definitely there, I would say. But I think it is worth the risk
Which
to at least
means-
investigate.
By the time we get there, the work will already be done, or we'll be walking into an ambush. I say, we've already lost this battle. Let's rest, recover, and fight another day.
Equa, as they're like talking about this, I'm like still coming out of all this like being poisoned and everything. So in this town, can you give me a recap? How does the fog normally look in this town? I kind of want to run my hands through the air to see if the fog is actually very much lighter than it used to be.
Ooh, very interesting question. Why don't you go ahead and make a survival check for me?
All right, give me a second there. I don't have D&D Beyond pulled up, so y'all do y'all's thing.
Tia looks to Gundrick. All right, Gundrick, it seems like you and me really want to go. What do you think?
I mean, I think if anything, at least you and I could get a horse and we could ride up and then possibly stash it in the woods and just check, scout, at least know where our enemy is headed. Maybe Strahd thinks he's too smart to hide her in the castle and would rather hide her somewhere else.
Right, so what if just two of us goes and she's looking towards Roderick? It's just me and Gundrick. We'll see what we can see and then we'll just come back.
No. Look, if you're gonna go, there's no convincing you. We're all gonna go. If you want to scout ahead and come back and let us know what you see, that's fine. I'm not gonna let you two go in alone and die. So, I say we all go. We stay on the outskirts, maybe a few minutes out. You guys scout ahead and report back.
Good man, Roderick. And Gundrick's just power walking.
No, that's a 15, Equa.
Today was the day where you woke up in Morden Canaan's magnificent mansion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It doesn't
and we already
feel...
noticed the fog was already kind of letting up a little bit.
It doesn't feel particularly lighter than it did this morning, but it definitely hasn't gotten thicker. And inside any town or city here, when you're inside the walls of a place, it'll be a little lighter. So you're kind of like, well, it's a little hard to tell here, but you've noticed throughout the day that it has just maybe been a little less dense than it should have been. It's not increasing in its, thinness as of yet. So it's the same as it was this morning, but it's not as thick as it should be.
Gundrick, if you're going to go with Tia and scout this place, do take care. Strahd's probably a lot more powerful than he used to be, giving Roderick's examination of the fog earlier today.
Oh, yes, because it's lighter, and that means he's stronger because, yes, I understand, Malin.
Who knows what abilities he might have currently?
When my order went into Amber Temple, there was great darkness in there. It corrupted my friend. There's a lot of dark powers in there. If Strahd was able to harness them, he's much likely significantly stronger.
Oh, yes, the dark powers. I remember Tia telling us about this as well. So also, as we've been walking, have we come upon a stable yet?
If you've been keeping an eye out, you can roll a perception check.
Alrighty. Oh, hey, I didn't roll bad perception for once. That's 19 or 18, 18.
Yeah, and how quick are you walking here?
Fast.
Or walk.
A fast walk. So you're probably coming through. Let's have a look. See, you're probably right about there by now. At this point, nothing yet, but you're on your way to the entrance.
We'll just have to be careful. Like you said, I think it's a good plan, Roddick. Just keep in the tree line, close by, and we will scout ahead. But yeah, at that point, I mean, Gundrick's just sort of he's a man on a mission now. Won't leave someone behind. Darn it.
What kind of armor does Gundrick wear?
Chainmail.
Ooh.
He's a noisy boy.
Noisy boy.
Honestly, ching to the ting
it-
ting.
It might be better if just Tia did the sneaking.
Oh yes, my chain can be a little loud.
I also shake my chainmail. It's underneath my my overcoat.
Cool. Yes, I guess I could stay nearby with the rest of you. We'll be alright continuing forward a little bit further, Tia?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Alright, we will be at the ready. All you need to do is scream to let us know.
How about you just make sure you keep an eye on me?
I can also make you invisible.
Oh, that is good too.
That'll probably work.
Okay, so a couple minutes go by, and you start reaching the front gate. And looking around, I'll say you do find a stable, and we'll put it right here. This one. This one's a stable.
Right. Yeah. Seeing the horses. Malin, please. You're much better at talking. I think we can get these. I'll pay. Just let show him how urgently we need these, if you can.
Rent.
As he walks up with you. Yeah, rent. I don't think I can't afford the 250 gold horse. Well, I could afford one, but.
Yeah. So we'll just do a brief little overview. You walk in, they have 2 horses for sale right now. To rent them for a day, it'll be 50 gold each.
All right. Oh, and it's only 2. Wait. Okay. So T
What
is
about for a wagon?
small.
For a wagon,
Oh.
I would say. Let's roll and see if they have a wagon, shall we? They do have a wagon. I'm gonna say it's. We'll do 175. Let's say for a carriage instead, because a wagon will probably slow you down.
Yeah, carriage, cart, wagon, doesn't matter as long as we can all get in there.
Let's do a carriage. We'll say 200 gold.
Okay.
Damn, for one day.
Yeah, it's expensive in Barovia. They upcharge everything.
Crazy.
Oh, wow. Are we sure none of us can double up? All right. Yes. We need it for our friend. How quickly can you outfit this? We need to leave now. Here's gold, and he plops down a pile of 200.
Okay, so you put down 200 gold, and they take it and start working it. I'm gonna say it'll take them like 10-ish minutes to get it ready.
All right. While we have you here, you're getting ready with the horses. Do you know of any sort of apothecary or anything nearby where we could find herbs and healing or anything like that?
An apothecary. Yeah. You know what? The same answer comes back to you that pretty much every place has given you so far. Store's not too big in Barovia. You can go and check the Vistani whenever they're around.
Man, the
they have the
Stani
best
have a
stuff.
clutch on this place.
Monopoly.
No wonder half of them don't want Strahd to leave. They're making
The
gold
Vistani
hand over
cartel.
fist.
Yeah. But in terms of Kresk, unless you want to go and see about the Abbey, it's probably nothing.
Gotcha. Also, how bad does everyone look at this moment, by the way?
I've got 1 health and 8 temp.
Oh yeah, and our temp is still lasted, right?
Yeah, since you
Yeah.
didn't rest, it's still there.
Okay, cool.
I got
Blair,
16 HP.
Blair is a
Yeah, we're
little
all-
better than Roderick.
We're pretty rough, buddy.
Your got scratched.
Uh,
He got the
here,
reflexes of a
Blair,
cat.
you'll be on the front line with me, I assume. So take this, and I guess for when Baka gets here, Gundrick is handing Blair the health potion
look,
that he has.
Baka's typing. Oh, look, right there. He can join.
Oh, perfect time
Oh.
to take a little mini break, right?
Well,
No,
then-
we're just going to throw him in.
Yeah, tell him to get in, and we'll snap here. Now.
Also, I can say a prayer, get us sealed up some more while we're riding the wagon there.
Oh, perfect. This is excellent. All right. Well, hopefully this will do. Also, we do technically have the. I forget. That was like a blessing from Mordenkainen, or was it an actual potion?
Charm of heroism.
It's not. It's kind of like a blessing. It's not a physical thing. I don't think. It's just like whenever you want to invoke it, you invoke it.
Oh, okay. Cool. It's like we also have the blessing as well if we need that. Yeah, I guess Gundrick is just gonna like do whatever he can to help the shop people like saddle the horses and get all that ready. Since you would
Yeah.
have some experience with the war horses.
Go ahead and roll a dexterity check.
Oh, joy. Okay, that is 5.
You end up getting in the way a little bit. Your stout dwarven figure just is not. You're not getting the job done. I will say as well, when Gundrick went in to go and buy the horses, the lightning around in the east dissipated. So there's no longer lightning in the sky.
Just gotta haul ass over there, I guess.
So, about 15 minutes later, and they bring out 2 horses and a carriage. It's nowhere near as nice as the black carriage is. It's honestly a little banged up, and the paint is faded on it. But it is workable, although if you are a little too reckless with it, it will probably lose a wheel or something. But it's affixed to 2 horses. As you all go ahead and climb in, who's taking the reins here?
Not me, I need to pray.
Gundrick will be up front. He won't necessarily need to do the reins if someone else wants to do it. But usually those benches can fit 2 people, I would assume.
Tia boldly steps up.
Nice. Yeah, Gundrick will sit next to Tia then.
Don't we have somebody with horse experience?
Oh, there is, yes, Malin.
What?
Do you want to handle the horses?
Oh, yeah, let's check out my animal handling. Yeah, totally. Just, yeah,
God.
totally.
Oh,
We-
no.
I mean,
We just
he's a
spent
bard, he has at
$200
least
on this.
half proficiency on it.
True. All right. So yeah, Gundrick's up there. I don't know if Tia's sitting on his shoulder and Malin's driving, or Tia's driving, but Gundrick's ready
We're
to go.
seriously not
He's
going to
up
let
there.
Tia drive. We should not let Tia drive.
All right,
So,
Malin, let's hope you're as good with these as you are with Redkeep. Let's go. Like the wind.
Okay, Malin. Since you're taking the lead on driving the horses, I would like for you to make an animal handling check.
Let's do it. Giddy up and go. That's a 5.
Oh my god.
You go ahead and sit in the saddle.
I've been giving him some coaching, to yes, you do it like this. It might not exactly be how you do it Red Keep, when you drive a wagon. Give him some pointers.
Red Keep and I only like each other because we've formed a bond over many years of failure.
Here's another year of it. Let's go.
Yeah, you go ahead and sit in the saddle, and without even really acknowledging the horses or establishing your presence there, you just grab the reins and kind of hiya, and they just don't go.
Well, it looks like the horses agree with me and Roderick here. They
Here,
both
let
seem
me
to
see those
agree.
reins. Gunter will give him a hiya.
Give them a hiya. Go ahead and roll your animal
Oh.
handling.
Okay, cool. Oh my god. That is a 7.
These horses are not really responding to either of
Alright.
you guys.
Get out of the way. I can pray and drive. It's not that difficult.
Go ahead, Roderick.
Morning, Lord, take the wheel.
17 plus 4.
Nice.
21.
Jeez.
Roderick, being a native to this land, feels some sense of kin with these horses who are probably born and bred here. And there's some respect from them towards him as he sits in the saddle and kind of gets a feel for how they operate. Takes a moment and then kicks off. You guys are a couple minutes behind now than you were, but you begin riding. Who did you
Or if
boot
these
off?
horses know that they're going to be respectfully dead in the next 2 hours.
Who'd you
Also,
boot off
I
to go in the
don't know-
back?
I
The
don't know how
soldier
everyone
back.
else is feeling, but Gundrick's also, I mean, if we need to keep this, we can just pay those guys back later. But I don't know why we need to go back to Kresk anyways.
Like all towns in Barovia, I see no reason to return.
Tosses a match behind his shoulder.
Well, we never got a chance to see if they had like a weapon shop. Some silvered weapons would be great.
I try to
And
form
then-
some fire, it's just not working.
Can't wait for them to charge us 1,000 gold for those weapons.
I hear there's a crazy amount of interest that builds up each day here in Barovia.
Well, we just ditch it in the woods and they'll assume that we died or something.
Worst case scenario, we die in Barovia like most people. Like, what are they gonna get? Nothing.
Exactly. They wouldn't know. All right. How quickly do we get there? So I know the Roderick took whatever room. I don't know. Gundrick's hanging off the back like the fireman or something, ready to hop off at a moment's notice.
Okay. Right side or left side?
The left side.
So left side is you are looking at it from the butt. Left side.
I'm up front with Roderick.
Did you say you're ready to jump off at any moment?
Yeah, just in
I like
case.
how the firemen kind of hold on to the side of the fire truck. They don't
Okay,
do that no
so-
more, but like they did back in the day.
Well, at 10 minutes, do I get my prayer off? My prayer of healing?
Oh, so this is a good question. So now that your attention is distracted, I'm going to give you the choice here, Roderick. You can either roll with disadvantage to control the horses as you pray, and for sure get the prayer off. But there's a chance that you'll crash. Or you can roll with disadvantage a concentration check to for sure stay on the horses, but have a chance to lose the spell in the spell slot.
I'm up front with him. Can I be helping him with the reins? Maybe?
I would say you could if you didn't roll a 5.
Yeah, man, that's true. I'll give you that.
They're the same check either way. So I'll say I'm focusing on the horses because praying probably comes slightly more natural to me.
Okay. So, you're going to... Yeah, no
I'm
chance
focusing
of...
on the horses, so I'm distracted in my prayer.
Yeah, I had lost what I said for a second there. You're going to roll a concentration check with disadvantage.
It's a 10.
It's a 10.
I would
set
beat
the
a normal
DC
con check.
I would set the
Too
DC
hard.
at a 10 for this.
Ah, yes.
Thank God.
For a concentration check. So thankfully the spell does go through.
Okay.
It takes about 15 minutes to get there. So after the initial appearance of Strahd and the lightning, it's taken about 35 minutes to get here.
Everybody gets 12 healing.
It's 12. Okay, I'm gonna pop my potion too. Then that Gundry gave me.
Okay, you go ahead and pop the potion, and you give it a little swig, and it tastes a little weird. A little like coffee. You get no healing from the potion.
Very cool.
That
Where'd you get
Vistani
this?
ripped me off that piece
Oh,
of
it's Vistani.
I thought I was on good terms with him. Do you not feel better, Blair?
No, you wasted your gold.
Mailer
think
writes down
so?
his notebook. Burn those
You-
Vistani alive.
Give me the good stuff after I save your daughter, but whatever, I guess not. Assholes. Alright, is this the point where we should, is Tia can scout ahead?
Pretty sure we're gonna have to roll on the encounter table before we get there.
You will in a
Only 15
second.
minutes.
Yeah, you aren't out on the road and long enough for that, but you will in a second, I'm sure.
How far out are we from the tower?
Where did you want to stop?
Okay, if we I mean not too far, like 3 minutes out, pulling off into the tree line slightly. Looking at Tia. Alright, I can turn you invisible. If anybody attacks you, or you attack something, I will know, as you'll become not invisible anymore. I'll lose concentration on the spell. So, we'll be there if something happens to you.
Right.
Also, keep your head on a swivel. And I'm going to give you the
Ooh, the
advantage
advantage there.
on initiative, so you can get out of there faster if you end up in a bad spot. Hopefully.
Right. Got it.
Also, if we're a few minutes out and she gets in trouble, does that mean we don't get to join her for like 30 turns or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good thing Tia's fast.
I mean, yeah.
That's
Technically,
true.
yeah.
Okay, so Tia hops off the wagon, or the carriage. It'll take you, Tia, a couple minutes to get around the tree line, and then, depending on your pace, it could be up to a couple minutes to get over the bridge and investigate what's going on in the tower. Before you do that, I'm going to need a stealth check from you.
Do I get advantage because I am invisible?
You sure do.
Alright, no, I'm not using roll 20.
He's learning.
Plus, this is important, so plus 7. Ooh, maybe I should use roll 20. That's not good. That's a bit better. That is a 16.
16 is not bad. You drop down and you begin climbing around the side of the tree line. What's the range on your dark vision?
It's different from what's her face, Clara's, so I'm not sure. Let me see. 60 feet.
60 feet. Got you. So, as you rope around the trees, you can see basically where the bridge starts, but you can't see anything further than that. And from where you are, roll a perception check.
Okay, just roll dice again, because why not? Ha! No more real dice. That's a nat 1 for an 8.
It's hard to see anything right now. The sky is dark. It's nighttime. And there is cloud cover overhead, so the moon is obscured. You're struggling to make out anything here.
Am I past the bridge?
No, you're just kind of staring in its direction up to where it begins. But you're still... So you'd be right about, like, here-ish.
Okay. I want to get a bit closer, but not directly in the center of the bridge. Like, off to, like, the left of it, probably.
Okay.
So, if I have to ping it, like, somewhere around here-ish.
Okay. Sure. So you go ahead and slink on up there. And you can see towards the bridge, like maybe halfway through it, but that's about it.
Do I see anything from the tower yet?
Nope, you'd have to get closer to see the tower.
Oof.
To see the tower, you'd have to cross over the bridge
Uh,
and get onto that island.
if I remember, the bridge has, like, I don't know what they're called, but they're almost like handrails of sorts, right? Like, you know, like bricks on the side to, like, block people from, like, falling off the edge.
Yeah.
So she wants to get up on one of those and walk along that rather than on the bridge surface itself.
Sure thing. You go ahead and jump up onto the... She will say handrail, sure. It's like it's 3 or 4 feet wide stone, basically, platform that kind of arcs over as the bridge does. I think. Oh no, it's the causeway. It doesn't matter. It's got a bridge now. You kind of hop up onto the handrail and start tiptoeing over. You get over to the other side of the bridge. And it's only a little further to the tower.
Do I still see anything from the tower? Is it still standing?
Make a perception check.
Nat 24-27.
Excellent.
Nice.
Here we go. The first thing that catches your eye as your vision adjusts in the low light is that there are large blocks of stone that are towards the outer edges of the island that the tower resides on that were not there before. You go ahead and surmise from this that the tower is no longer standing. You also see, as you take a look towards the ground, tracks. There are a couple of footprints, and with a natural 20, you make out a total of, I'll say 5 humanoid-style sets of footprints that go up towards the tower and back down. You also see these straighter, like long line tracks in the mud.
So, from what I'm assuming, it's almost sound like Vistani like visited. But I think the better question is those straight tracks in the mud. Did they seem like originate from the tower, like Esmeralda's wagon? Like, do these look like wagon tracks, or this looks like a more thicker track?
With a nat 20, you note that they go in and then turn around, and they do appear to be more like wagon tracks.
Do I see Esmeralda's wagon anywhere?
I'll say you hop down off of the guardrail and begin walking a little closer, if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
No sign of Esmeralda's wagon at all. As you get a little closer, you see that the tower has in fact fallen. There's a large mound in the center of where it was that rests maybe 15 or 20 feet high, with stone bricks that have spewed outwards and collapsed. And the stone itself is blackened and worn.
Alright. The enchantment's going then. She wants to start walking towards the back of the tower. So kind of like going along the left side of it. Just kind of get a more better look of it.
Sure, you go ahead and walk around to the back of it. Uh, as you look around the back, you do make out there is some kind of figure with its. It kind of looks like a hand outstretched, reaching up underneath a few blocks of rubble.
Do I recognize the hand? Is it burnt in any way, or?
You can roll perception investigation to check and see if you recognize what this is.
We are going to do perception again. My light is flickering for some reason. That's a 10.
10. You don't recognize it immediately. It's a little hard to see, but you kind of make out that this thing probably has 4 fingers instead of 3, and it's a little bit bigger than your average person.
Fingers. Alright, well, doesn't matter. She'll make note of that and continue walking along, getting towards the right side. Just make sure she gets a good look around it before she heads back.
Yeah, you go ahead and continue walking around. Here on this side, nothing of serious note other than you see a somewhat familiar chest that has been completely crushed under a couple of the heavier bricks that made up the tower, and you kind of see a little bit of stringy hair that's sticking out from underneath the blocks.
Yeah, that was the decapitated head that Manrichten had. Alright, well, now that she's done a full circle of the tower, she's going to start walking back and see if there's tracks leading out of the tower.
Okay. Yeah, you go ahead and go to the entrance of the tower, and you can see where parts of the rubble are spread outwards. We'll keep your natural 20 for this perception, because it was just to look at the tower and what's around it. You do see tracks. You see a pair of human footprints that go off to around the side of the tower, and you wager probably towards the back end. But you can't see all the way around there yet because you're still setting in the front of the tower, as well as it's interesting. There is another set of human footprints that look like they are shoed, right? They're wearing nice footwork, and so there are 2 sets of footprints that have shoes on. One of them goes around to the back of the tower, and one of them continues on forwards. And a bunch of, like, the 5 sets that you saw earlier appear to have all been either bare feet or well-worn shoes that are kind of clustered around that single trail forward.
Alright, so she's going to be more interested in the 2 footprints that split off that way, and then one to the, heading out. So she's going to look towards the one that tried to go around the back side, towards the back of the lake, or wherever the spot is here, I'm assuming.
Yeah, so if you want to try and track them, you can roll a survival check.
Alright. Ooh, that's a 5.
You lose them under the rubble. Whatever made these footprints, definitely was going before the tower fell completely.
And does she spot any horse hooves mainly from Red Keep?
As you go around, with that roll, you don't see anything.
Makes sense. Alright. Dang, it's supposed to be like 3 human sets and a horse. She's on her way back. She's going to check the footprints leading outside, or leading away from the tower. Excuse me.
Yeah, go ahead and roll another survival check to see if you can go for those.
Physical dice. Let's go. Ha! That's a 2. So that's a 3.
Man, you can't help yourself, can you?
Nope.
Any dice that you roll like crap, you lose them. You lose him pretty quickly.
All right, giving up, she's going to go back to the group.
Yeah, you guys don't even see Tia come forward. Actually, Roderick, you got a passive wisdom of, or passive perception of 17. So
Yeah,
you
17.
hear her come back before you see her.
Something's out there. Might be Tia. Not sure. Head on a swivel.
She draws her bow, pointing at Roderick. Just kidding. But Roderick, you can dispel the invisibility.
Yeah, sure. You have another 30 minutes or so with it.
Well, so the tower's collapsed. It seems like a group of werewolves attacked it and may have triggered the tower, causing the lightning to go, and then it collapsed. There was some footprints leading outside the causeway, and then going over towards the towards like the back end of the tower, a bit more nicely dressed. And then there was another pair of footprints leading out and straight. Also, Esmeralda's wagon's not there either. So I assume they left in time? I'm not sure.
Oh, we should follow those tracks then, yes?
Yes, which ones?
Did you double check through the rubble? You didn't see anyone?
There was a werewolf hand sticking out. I didn't really want to mess with it in case one was still alive.
Right. So there's a good chance they got away.
That's what I'm assuming. Yet I don't know which way they went or what the plan was in the first place.
Oh, just for me as well. So there were two trails essentially, right? And like one was humanoid footprints and the other was more bestial or something. Was that what it was?
So essentially what Tia is describing, you're talking about from the tower to the bridge, right? Am I getting that right?
I guess. I don't know. She just mentioned that she had saw two sets of tracks.
So there was what she is assuming is werewolves. There was the neatly dressed pair of footprints leading off towards, like, I guess this area, and then there was another set, like, just straight up leading outside, like
Right.
towards, like, down here.
So there are two neatly paired sets of footprints. One of them goes around the tower, and you lost them when they went around the tower. The other one walks forwards from the tower towards the bridge, and then you lost them. And then there were a couple sets of footprints around the one that walked towards the bridge that seemed more... They're still humanoid, but they seem to be either very worn shoes or barefoot.
So, I mean, last I recalled, our companions all wore shoes, so maybe we don't go the barefoot one, and if you're right about the werewolves, that's probably the way they went.
Well, yeah, one had 4 fingers on it.
Ah,
Well-
yes.
What if they were sleeping? I mean, who wears shoes when you're sleeping? Right. Okay, sorry.
Well, I don't know.
Now's not the
Van
time.
Richten and them sleep in the afternoon. I mean, I guess they could have been having a nap. All right. Yes. I mean, the non barefoot print is my vote. Everyone else, we should probably move quickly.
Wait.
though.
So, it's my understanding that it seems like they got out. Right?
Well, it sounds like at least 2 of them.
There's still the issue of the horse prints. You know, we're supposed to have 3 sets in total, and you know, I guess Esmeralda's wagon with red keep attached to it.
Well, her wagon doesn't need a horse, though.
Oh, it doesn't.
Her wagon has 2 spectral horses that she can summon.
So, we can go on a wild goose chase, chasing footprints, or we can go back to Kresk, sleep, and I can send out messages in the morning.
I thought we'd probably sleep.
Do you think they'll come back this way?
To what? Rubble?
I don't know.
If the tower's collapsed?
Do you think they would have left us at least some type of sign saying, where they were going or which way?
There might not have been time.
I just worry about them being alone in the woods at night. Just the three of them. With also, we now know that, I mean, it seemed like Strahd said he was out for them. Will they get picked up by him tonight?
Oh, he's really just out for Irina.
Yeah,
So-
I'm sure he wouldn't think twice about killing Van Richten and Esmeralda.
If they stand in his way, no, he wouldn't.
So there was one set of tracks of normal footprints. Is that what I understanding?
There was two with shoes on. One had fancier shoes, but they both had shoes. Then it was at 5 of the non-foot or non-shoe / really beat up shoes that came to the tower.
Yep.
And it wasn't
Dude.
like wolf footprints, so do we think werewolves would walk up not in their werewolf form? Or do we think it's vampire spawn like Strahd would send?
This is what it sounds like to me. Perhaps Strahd showed up in person with a group of vampires. The second footprints could belong to that of Irina after he grabbed hold of her. It's just a guess.
Yes, I think it came for her.
That is an option.
There are no signs of life at all over there. Just footprints.
And maybe a body's buried in the rubble, but I don't really want to touch it by myself.
What do you guys say? Do we go check out the body? Or do we go rest?
It might be worth it to know who we're looking for.
It is true, and if they were somehow alive by some chance, we could interrogate them.
Well, it might
Save
be one of
sending
our...
spells in the morning too if they're people we're trying to send to.
Right.
Let's make this quick then.
Let's take the horses. Hop on.
All right.
So, you're taking the horses to.
The tower to check out the
Okay.
body TSR.
So you're going all the way up to the tower. You get up to the tower, and there are no signs of life here that you can see. So what do you all want to do? You all
wanna-
getting off?
Go ahead, Chris.
Oh, we wanted to look at the body. But beforehand, wait, did Tia touch any of the rubble?
No, she didn't.
Can I sense if there's any magical energy coming off this? It's like, are we gonna touch the rocks and then get
That's why I didn't want to touch
electrocuted?
Do you have detect magic?
I mean, I do, but I think I would have to cast as a ritual, and I don't know if we want to spend that much time. Shit.
All right, don't worry, it's fine. Gundrik's gonna walk over and touch it. Gonna
What are you-
start
what are
moving
you touching?
rocks. He's looking. You said there was a hand sticking out, right? So he's gonna
Mhm.
try to move a couple rocks out where he thinks the head would be.
Okay. You move a couple rocks out of the way, and you roll an athletics check for me to see if you can dig through it. Should be no problem for
All
you.
right.
Big strong
I
boy.
always have trouble with strength checks for some reason. All right, that's actually good. That's 21.
Yeah, you go ahead and start chucking some stones over the way, and you begin to
No
uncover
lightning.
what.
As soon as there was no lightning, Blair would join him as well.
There's no lightning.
Okay.
Whatever enchantment
Yeah.
was here seems to have faded out now that the
Tia
tower's
is
gone.
keeping an eye on the tree lines.
Sure
Since it's
thing.
pointless for her to move rubble.
Roll a perception check for you.
Okey-dokes. Nat 20 for a 27.
Nice, hell yeah. So you begin moving rubble, and you uncover the form of a humanoid-ish thing, except it's made of this weird clay stone type material, which you remembered to be one of the golems that was in the statues that were responsible for lifting the platform in the middle.
Yeah.
It appears that they had come to life.
Yeah, Tia, look at this. He's gonna like knock on the hand. It's the rock or clay. It's the statues.
She quickly glances at it and gives a chuckle.
Well, that's unfortunate. Is there anything else really that we could see that looks like someone might be trapped in or hiding in? Or is this like just straight up a flat pile of rubble at this point?
To get inside, like where the tower was, if anyone was inside the tower when it crumbled, you would have to start digging through the center pile, which is pretty big, but you could probably get through it in decent time if you wanted to spend some time here. As for the outside, we can each roll perceptions or investigations if we want.
We
I gotta roll again.
No, you're fine.
Check it out.
13.
20 total. 30, 20.
Ooh.
9.
Yeah, so, Roderick, you note where the decapitated head of Yan resides right now. And you all begin kind of scanning over the center pile of the rubble here. It's definitely big enough to hold a couple bodies in that middle pile. There's nothing on the outside that you really take note of, though.
If there's bodies, they'd be in the center.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gundrick will go start lifting rocks, I guess.
Claire will join him if that's what we're doing.
I will also point out, Gundrick, since your attention is focused here, when Gundrick moved the rocks out of the way of where the golem was, some of the footprints were uncovered from whoever was behind the tower.
Ooh.
And you do, you and Roderick both make out, or maybe they weren't under the
make
tower. Yep. The Ricks. Maybe they weren't under the tower when it fell. Like, maybe this person did actually go over the rocks after the tower fell, because there are large gaps in where the footprints should be.
So someone walked over the rubble to the other side of the tower?
Yeah. Looks like it.
Okay. Well, someone's definitely been here since it collapsed, it looks like. Yeah, Gunner will just keep lifting rocks. Doesn't really know what to make of it.
Okay, so you're just coming away from the center now, you're throwing stuff away.
Yeah.
Alright, how long do you want to spend digging here? To get through it all, it'll probably take an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. I don't know. Gundrick probably would have just done it for like 10, 20 minutes and then see how everyone's feeling.
I'd probably say, look, we know for a fact that one of the two hunters got out at least. Luckily, Esmeralda. We can just message her in the morning. She'll be able to tell us everything that happened.
He does have a fair point.
Alright. Gunner's gonna... Can I, like, put my ear down to the rocks just to, like, see if I can hear any sort of, like, breathing or movement or anything?
Sure. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Should call out a little bit too.
Does
be
he
like,
get
"Hey."
advantage with stone cutting?
Oh, yeah. He knows that these
You know,
stones
the
are
rocks, the
Yep.
sounds.
You do?
Awesome. All right. Yeah. So he will also say,
ridiculous.
if you're there, call out.
Ridiculous.
Call out so we can help you. And then he'll listen for a response. Oh, thank God for the advantage. So yeah, that is 21.
Nothing.
All right, I think you're right, Roderick. I don't. If anyone is here, they are gone.
Right. Back to Kresk.
Oh, me. I wonder. Should we stow the wagon? Actually, you know what? I would say I will argue with those people and say that we at least have this until tomorrow evening because we already rented it in the evening. So, but yes, let's get back. I guess
Maybe.
if that's what you all want to do.
Maybe if we return in extra good condition in such a short time span, they'll give back some of the money. Malin,
Oh.
Malin could cast mending. Maybe he could fix up that loose wheel.
Oh, that's actually.
Yeah, is there anything wrong with this wagon?
Uh,
I don't have mending. I can't do it. Never mind.
Oh, I thought you had mending.
I have prestidigitation. I do not have mending.
Never mind.
No, Chef has mending.
Chef has mending.
Yes, I don't know if they will refund it, but maybe we could at least cut a discount
But
or
it's like,
something.
oh, but Roderick, you do have a fair point. What if we, right before we pull it in, like clean this thing from head to toe, make it look pristine?
Right. Maybe it'll give us a little bit back.
You know, I was always taught to try and return things in a better condition than which you found them in.
You mean like the shrine that fell apart?
Oh, since I've been in this place, none of that has applied at all. I feel like Valaki is a good explanation of that. We left it worse.
Oh man.
I'd say Barovia village, pretty much left it the same, so...
So, you all hop back in the wagon and take back off to Kresk. Arriving at Kresk.
I'm gonna clean the hell out of this thing.
So, you have the wagon for a day. You just do. That's what you paid for. So you can do that now if you want to, or you can keep it. It doesn't really matter either way.
Well, if they're not going to refund any money, then we'll keep it for
I mean,
the
we
full
still
24
have it.
hours.
Yeah, we still got it for 24 hours.
Yeah, like, and we have it by the time that we leave again and never come back.
Never come back.
Yeah. It's a foolproof plan.
You'll
Yeah.
thank us someday.
I'll say they're probably not gonna refund you any money because that
Yeah, okay.
wasn't like that wasn't necessarily part of the contract that you were supposed to clean it. But
I
sure.
didn't figure. Yes, at least we will have it for tomorrow for wherever we need to travel, and then we can have it if we need to come back to Kresk for whatever reason. I just hope that our allies are all right.
If things come into trouble with the wagon, we could just ask the burgomaster or meister, whichever one. I can never get it right. If he can waive some of our late fees.
It's like a public library. You just gotta know how to talk to the people. In most cases, you just get a different library card. But in this case, we're not going to return the book at all, so it shouldn't matter.
Well, it's yeah, sure, whatever.
We can, at the worst case, we just consider it a donation to the cause of freeing them from the devil. But yeah, I guess if the plan is to rest and get the hell out, Gundrick is just ready to peace out and get ready to go in the morning because he's ready for the hunt.
Yeah. So, where are you resting? Bear in mind, you do have a carriage now, which at least one of you could sleep in.
We
Is
can
there
all
an inn?
huddle up and spoon.
Is there an inn in town or anything?
In terms of Kresk, There is no inn.
What?
Hmm.
No,
I
but the
assume we have, like, a tent, though,
Burgomaster,
right?
the Burgomaster did offer you
That's true.
to stay with him if you so desired.
We should probably take him up on that.
I could use a bed.
Yes, and I can sleep in the carriage. I'm a bit smaller than the rest of you, so I don't think it'll be too uncomfy.
I mean, you could just sleep in a bed.
But what if someone steals this carriage that I just spent 200 gold on?
Fair point, I suppose.
Tell
Alright.
Tell it. Alright, well. Let's go.
So you
I'm knocking on the door.
Yeah.
you roll on up, and there's a brief moment before the Burgomaster comes out in all of his glory. He's not
He's
like
naked?
no,
Nice birthday suit, Burgomaster.
he's not super tired yet, and he's not dressed for bed, but it's getting to be that point right now. He kind of looks at you all. So you've come to take up on my offer of staying here for the night, yes?
If it wouldn't be a burden on you. We thought there might be an inn in town. Turns out we were wrong.
No, it's fine. It's please come on in. And he leads you in. It's a cottage. It's not really a super duper big. Like normally a burgomaster would have a mansion, which you've seen in both Barovia and Vallaki. This one's just a cottage. It's just kind of like a regular house. He's not really the most flashy of guys. And he kind of leads you to 2 rooms apiece. Each one of them has a small bed in it, no bigger than a twin. And he says, "I'm sorry if this may not fit all of you. They were my boys' beds at the time, and at least they'll be getting some use."
It's more than enough. Thank you.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay, I'm going to take my leave now. If you please make yourself at home, and I will be here in the morning tomorrow.
Oh, I should probably mention, there was an incident in, by the Morning Lord's gazebo by the pond. It happened to collapse when I went up there to pray. We'll do our best to fix it when we can.
Okay. That's going to be a headache for me. You said the Morning Lord?
Yes.
Okay. I'll see if I can convince the people that it was just its time to fall apart, I suppose. But you will have to fix it.
Of course, and, at the very least, I mean, I don't know, do you think 50 gold might help?
It probably would, yeah, but if you're going to fix it, then use it for supplies.
Alright.
Okay, well, good night, I suppose.
Good night.
And he leaves and goes into the other bedroom that's here. So, who's splitting which beds?
I'm gonna cuddle Roderick.
There'd be 4 beds, wouldn't there? 'Cause
4
there's
beds
sides.
total. Yep.
And Gundrick was sleeping in the carriage and nobody stole it.
Yeah.
Yep. He
So
was
we're
like,
good.
bye, as y'all went to knock on the door.
No, no, this ain't realistic at all. Whose chest and or back is Tia sleeping on?
Wait, do I get my own bed? Hold on. Wait. a minute.
I mean, there
you
is a
can.
bed open.
But
Yeah,
would Tia
no.
do that? Because I mean,
No,
cats,
Tia-
dude.
No,
Tell
she-
ya.
But
said do that.
it's also a fae, not a
Yeah.
cat.
Not really.
You guys just made me make definitely not a werebear NPC and just ascribed him all of these bear-like properties. Tia can sleep on someone's back. It's fine.
She can, but she doesn't have to.
There's a bed, empty bed. No, she's taking it.
We forgot about Barry. He needs a bed.
Barry's not here.
He's not going to be able to find a den out there.
He was able to find the honey pretty fine.
He just has to find a bed that's just right.
Do you want to go look for him?
No.
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 He's
No, this
run his
is-
course.
This is your problem now. He's gonna hang around forever.
You already
have
made him leave because you
We
didn't
have to
run around.
kill Barry.
All right, so it's Malin and Roderick in one room, and then Blair and Tia.
Sure, yeah.
I only asked because Malin said he was cuddling you. So
It's just open
I'm not
the
really
room.
cuddling.
so
I just rather not sleep in a room with someone who could turn into a vicious monster and eat me alive.
It's valid.
She
That's
only
valid.
has night terrors almost every night.
Yeah. So what you're saying is my logic is sound.
So, during the night, is there anything anyone wants to do? Bear in mind, you did get 2 new items, Roderick.
I was literally about to say something.
Oh, did you get what?
You did get 2 new items today.
Ah, yes. I mean, I will use the night to attune to the boopity boppity, the amulet.
Mm-hmm.
Tia will, I guess she'll have to go in Gundrick's room because, not Gundrick's,
God.
Roderick's. Man, you guys' names. But she'll go into Roderick's room and, take
Hey, I'm naked. What are you doing in here?
she'll take a closer look at the, I guess staff or
I
rod
cover myself.
Mm-hmm.
I cover
Jeez.
myself so hard.
that the druid had. Good God.
Malin seems like the kind of guy to leave his ass cheeks hanging out but cover the front.
Oh,
You
Tia.
gotta get a breeze on it, you know?
Yeah.
What, were you sneaking in, or were you trying to get it from me?
She was trying to be, quiet. Assuming you guys were asleep, she's like, "Oh yeah, I do want to take a look at this." So she kind of went in a bit stealthily, but not.
Oh, okay. So would you have waited until we were asleep?
No.
Oh, okay. Then never mind. Yeah, I would be attuned into the amulet. So, what do you want?
That thing the druid had. You mind if I see it again?
Oh, I haven't had time to figure out if it's safe.
Well, I don't think I've checked it myself. Maybe I could take a gander.
You know, if you haven't checked yourself, you just might wreck yourself.
You guys need to stop.
Tia just stares at Maple.
All right.
It's a human proverb.
You
I'll try.
feel? I'll give it to you on one condition.
What's the condition?
You feel anything strange, any voices in your head, anything out of the ordinary. Once you receive this, you let me know.
Don't make a Ghostbusters reference.
Something. Something. Yeah, sure. I'll make sure I do that.
All right. I give it.
And she will, I guess. So the druid said like vampire sucker or whatever it was. He said something.
That's a good question. Let me pull out the exact quote that he said.
Yeah, he said it like
I think it's
staff,
the staff of the vampire.
of the vampire. Yeah.
Shimmy shay, shimmy sha, shimmy shibby shoo.
He said staff of the vampire, then Roger said he said something about staff of the vampire when Gundrick was talking about it.
Oh yeah, the $5 sucky staff.
He,
Jesus
Is
Christ.
that where I got the sucky from?
yeah, he said, I have the vampire's staff.
Oh, there you go.
I'm looking to see. Yeah, that's who I got the sucky from. God dang it, Meyore. All right. I guess she will. Can she roll an Arcana check on it
To deduce what?
to determine if the staff has any, I guess, properties to it? What it exactly does?
Okay, so to identify it, you can attempt to attune to it. Otherwise, if you have the identify spell, that'd be the way to go.
All right. Well, I guess she'll just attune to it then.
Okay.
I'm so scared.
So, you each take your respective hour to thoroughly investigate your respective items.
I'm staring at them tentatively.
At the end of it, Tia, I'm going to give you an item.
Ooh.
And Roderick, I'm going to give you an item as well. If
I wonder who I'm
can-
gonna pawn this one off to.
Okay. How the hell do I do this? In players' journals. Here we go. There's Tia's. And Roderick. There's yours.
Oh gosh.
Sorry, is it in D&D Beyond or is it on Roll20?
It's on
It's on
roll
Roll20.
20.
Okay, got it.
If you're, I'll just tell you, if you're looking for it on D&D Beyond, it's called the Holy Symbol of Ravenkind.
Ah, I will do that.
And at the end of the hour, Malin, you keep looking to both Tia and Roderick, and nothing seems to have changed in either of them. Why are you making that face, dude?
You put something in the chat.
That's so good.
Okay. Yes.
I'm sorry.
No, that's good. That's a good
That's
one.
how Malin is standing. Why you both tuned your items?
I'm not editing that picture in, so the viewers will never know
You
what that
probably
is.
shouldn't. I mean, it was
They'll
on
never know.
TV, so
It was on
No,
TV,
no,
but
no.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Go back to the 90s, watch every episode of Rugrats, eventually you'll find it.
There we go. Okay, I got it on D&D Beyond. There it is.
I don't like this.
you don't like that they attuned to something? You're
How
not
do I get rid of this picture?
I'll delete it. Since we can't move forward in the campaign until it's gone.
Oh, it's good though. Anyway,
Oh, yeah. So also while they're doing all their magic stuff in there, Gundrick is just talking to Babushka, like asking for advice on like proper grips to like strangle people, maybe some tips on like tripping better, martial stuff.
The usual things you talk to your grandmother about.
hey Grandma, how do I kill someone?
Just have that iron grip on someone's throat. Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
she teaches you the 12 ways that she knows to kill a man with one thumb.
Perfect.
I will say, actually no, your attunement, both of you, ends. Are you doing anything?
Teal will look to Roderick and say, so how did it go?
Well, upon tuning to this item, I think it's going to be quite handy.
What does
Should
it
be.
do?
I can, I believe I'd be able to hold vampires still with, a spell. I didn't read that much further, because I'm slow.
D- I understand.
I can also turn undead, but I could already do that.
It's stronger.
But it's
now.
stronger.
Oh,
I can also cast sunlight.
well, that'll be handy.
What about you? Any voices in your head?
She looks down at the staff.
No,
Well-
no voices in your head. There's an aspect of this that feels, I don't know. You're not entirely a stranger to it.
Well, it has some familiarity to it. Couldn't get that word out, but it's. I mean, it seems like I can steal the life force out of certain enemies when I hit it, but I feel I might go a bit insane if I'm not too careful with it. But other than that, it seems like, I won't have a thing with any of those mini tree creatures.
What do you mean?
Well, it seems like they probably won't be bothered to me. They won't see me as an enemy, unless I attack them first.
Is that all it does?
Well, yes and no.
It's probably not worth going crazy for then.
She looks at it more, and she gets an idea and runs to Malin's bag, and
What?
she's going. she's going
Snatch my bag.
Just let me see your bag. You're holding everything
Yes,
anyway.
yes, pussy. What are you doing in my bag?
You're holding everything anyway. I need to see a Drougton's heart.
Oh, well, I keep that in my pocket. It's not
Why
in
do you
the
keep it in your
bag.
pocket?
Look, what I do with the heart of a dead wooden thing is my business. As I hand her the heart.
She gives you a puzzled look as she takes it, and she's going to carefully look over, his heart, and she's like, I wonder, maybe, and she's going to go back over to the staff and tie a bit of string to it, and then start wrapping the stone around it. And it's not the best, it's not the neatest, but she tightens it fast enough so that way it'll hold. And you hear her say something in Fey, and I guess since I think Roderick will probably see it better, but Malin will also hear it. You'll hear her say something in Fey, and you'll also hear someone say, "You still it's not over yet, dropped." And Roderick faintly sees the appearance of a girl standing right behind Tia. And after Tia finished saying that, the figure disappears. Right, well, I think this might help in some way. Either though, it makes a nice ornament. Don't you think?
Can I have my friend's heart back, please?
No, I think this is right.
What did you do?
Well, it seems that it made sense. Oh no, it felt right. Maybe his heart will combat some of the negative effects of his staff.
You know his heart is a pine knot, correct?
Yeah.
Fair enough, I suppose. As I'm looking at the only thing I have left, which is a Lawrence journal, and I'm like, to hell with this dude. I'm glad I burned him.
You've got his staff and his spellbook too.
Yeah, that's true. I do have a spell book. I got to
What
study
was-
it so I can kill his dad with it.
There was a girl by you. What was that?
What? She turns around and says, I don't know what you're talking about.
Did you say it, Malin?
Did I see it? I mean, we're in a small room.
You would have just heard the voice from it.
Probably not. I heard a voice, and I want my friend's heart back. And this cat won't give it to me.
No, I don't think I'll be giving it back.
Wait till I wake up in the morning.
When I have a fireball.
Look, I just have a bit of concern. If you've got a new passenger from that stick.
I feel fine. I mean, when I attuned to it, nothing really changed. I just understand the weapon a bit better.
All right.
You're all really weird. I'm going to sleep.
Says the person that. Okay, I'm not even gonna finish that sentence.
I'm going to sleep.
Just
How about you wear pants next time? She whispers under her breath.
I was changing.
there's barely anything to see here. Let's be honest.
I throw a rock. I find a rock. Even if I go outside naked and find a rock and bring it back in and throw it at
If you feel anything strange, you hear a little girl's voice, see one, let me know.
You good there, Roderick? I know you're missing Millivoy, but I'm sure he'll be fine.
You better watch out, Tia, for Roderick kills you.
She has really been pushing it lately. I swear she's picking up some of Clara's traits.
Roderick, if you kill the cat, give me Jordan's heart back. I don't say that.
Right, well, I guess it's best to get to sleep.
She nods and leaves the room with the staff.
Okay.
Go back in your room and Blair's just shoveling meat into her mouth. The axe is leaning against the wall next to the bed, and she has the hilt of the sun sword in her hand. If I make noise in the night, don't touch me.
All right. And then she's gonna awkwardly climb up on the bed and just face the other way.
I like how
Terrible.
Malin said they're weird, and she just walked into a weird ass situation. There's layers.
So, you all head to bed. Are we doing watches tonight?
To hell with that. At least
We
for
in
Gundry.
town. Let's go.
I mean, Blair will only sleep the 6 hours needed and then be awake after that. Because she won't be able to sleep after that. But it's
yeah.
6 hours sleep, 2 hours, no heavy activities, get a long rest anyway, so.
Okay.
She'll just be sitting at the end of the bed when Tia wakes up.
So, who has a passive perception of 15 or above?
One short.
I got 17.
Tia's got 17 as well.
Gundry's the only one outside, so.
17. So, Malin and Blair, you are over 15?
No, I have a 13.
Okay.
I'm at 14.
Oh, I got the 17.
So, you will begin to fall asleep.
Oh.
Jeez.
Tia, you're woken up not long after by the tossing and turning and mumbling from Blair. And you're kind of like, you kind of roll over and try and cover your ears and try and go back to sleep, and then you hear something from outside, a distance away. It's outside, up the hill. And Roderick, you're also woken up by this. It's the sounds of like howling and shrieking and cackling and screaming, just all kinds of vocal, loud noises that persist. And you're both kind of woken up and take note of it.
Yeah, I take my pillow and I just over my ears. No, I'll look out the window if there's a window facing there, but if not, I'll just lay in bed with my little pillow over my ears.
She will do the same.
You get up and look out the window, and you look upwards to see the Abbey.
I think that's where it's coming from.
Yeah, you think so.
Oh yeah, they did make that sound kind of haunted.
Tia's going to stealthily exit the room and walk over to God,
Roger.
Roderick's room, and
Malin's
silently
standing there naked.
and silently open the door and see if anyone's awake.
I guess I would be standing looking out the window, yeah.
She'll walk up to you and whisper, "I'm assuming you hear that too."
Sorry.
Oh no.
I thought of something, but I'll keep it to myself. Yes, I heard that. What? What's so funny?
You've broken him. He's done for.
Hold on. Yep, I got it. Let me put back my briefs. Sorry about that.
Roderick and Malin sleep in the nude.
Two guys sleeping in the nude.
We got separate beds.
It was close to what I thought of, but it took me a minute to realize what I said. I'm like, oh my god. But, yes,
Tia
I
turns around to leave and sees the moonlight reflecting off of Malin's bare ass cheeks on the bed. Covers her off.
Just his ass hanging out with the
Yeah.
blanket.
Like a hospital gown.
So, I'm just gonna point at the elf in the room. Do you always sleep like that, Roderick?
When life gives you the opportunity to sleep in the nude, you take it. So the answer's no. When we're out there in the wilds, backpacking, climbing mountains in the frigid air, no. But tonight, a comfy house.
Dead child's
Absolutely.
bed.
I mean, your clothes are filthy. It would make sense too.
It would. I see. But I guess now that we've pointed that out, we've both heard the screaming. Should we just wait until the morning? I guess.
Yeah, I think this has been going on for a while. So, investigate it later.
All right. Well, I'm sure you were already up, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just leave. She backs out, trips over, hits the door, and then quickly exits.
So you guys go back to bed.
You open the door, and Blair sits up and screams, and then lays back down.
Let it all hang out by Weezer's just playing in Valen's head while he sleeps.
You guys go back to bed in the beds of the Burgomaster's dead children, and
That it's fine.
yep, they won't be coming back yet. That's for sure. I'll say it as well, Roderick. Much later, a couple hours later, you are awoken to another noise in the night. This kind of crashing outside the house.
Oh, for God's sake.
It's like a.
Would I be able to see it from the window?
Roll a perception check.
Come on. It's not great. That's 7 plus 7, so 14? Is it 14 or 13?
Yeah, it's 14.
Right? Yeah.
You don't see anything from where you are. You do kind of make out like the rustling of like paper and wrappers, and like a gentle like from outside.
Freaking Barry.
Yep.
I open the window. Barry. Shoo. Shoo.
You kind of hear this.
Come on. Damn bear. Shut the window.
He's in the trash cans. Yeah. And you go back to bed. With enough fucking around in the night, you all wake up the next day. You are freshly rested, attuned to your new items, and level 6.
Ah! Oh wait, what level were we? Yeah,
We were level 5.
Okay. For a second, I thought you would just pull the fast one on us.
Yeah, you're all
You are
level
the
3.
same level you are.
We lose our temporary hit points from.
Yeah.
But I mean, right? Yeah, that's what we determined.
I've got to pee so bad.
Go pee.
Go pee.
Okay. Are we taking a break?
Real quick.
No, just go pee.
Okay.
These jokers ain't gonna do
Roger
anything.
died in the night, so you have time.
Grizz is a really fast peer, you guys. I don't know
So
if you know
for
this.
some reason, I thought I only got 1 spell, but apparently I get 2.
That's weird.
That is weird. Did you just not do one on a previous
No,
level?
I get at 6th level. I get.
Oh, you get
2
additional
spells,
magical secrets.
not just 1.
Yeah, you get the magical secret spell. That's right.
Is it Ari on the average? My health?
And I don't know if I want counter spell or not.
Yeah, at 6th level, you learn 2 spells of your choice from any class. So they can be any class level that you want.
Yeah, that or do I want Misty Step?
Ooh, Misty Step is good.
Or Identify?
Oh, you need
Or
a
Levitate? I could
roll.
just walk around like. I'm not gonna finish that
You
sentence.
levitate. You can't walk around with. You can only go straight up and down.
Yeah, but I can make myself look like a deity.
Or you get a push.
Yeah, someone push it.
Why take levitate when you can take fly?
I know. Why is the boots of flying lower rarity than the boots of levitation?
That
Boots
doesn't
of
make
flying
any
are
fucking
uncommon.
sense.
Boots of levitation are rare.
I haven't looked at the boots levitation, but I'm sure they go for longer.
I have. Technically yes, but you can still only move up and down, which is dumb.
All right, now hopefully we ain't gonna be failing as many damn athletics checks since I'm an expert in it.
Should I just go full on necromancer and start animating the dead?
This would be a good campaign for that.
I'm like torn
Uh,
between.
Live my
investigation of
dream, you
Just go to
jackass.
Velocity, fireball the whole town, and then animate all of them to be in our army.
So, to clarify here, Tia, you're level 6 in Rogue.
Yep.
Roderick is level 6 in Cleric. Gundrick?
Level 6 in fighter. Gonna start pushing that barbarian next
Blair,
as we do
you're-
more breathing lessons.
You're level 6 in Barbarian?
I'm level 6 in barbarian.
Okay, and then Malin's level 6 in Bard.
But
My-
I want
my-
to find something with radiant.
I don't know what that bard's. Oh, I guess you get your magical secret, right?
I mean, you
That
could,
would be where you'd have to use it because I don't think bards naturally get radiant
you
spells.
could take Daylight, although Roderick
I could
has
take
now.
Moonbeam. I could do Moonbeam
You
also.
could do moonbeam.
Could do
Two
moonbeams.
moonbeams just wrecking the field. My bites are now magical.
What does daylight do?
Ooh.
The thing with this drop down is I can't read the spell.
I think it only makes it daylight
It-
in
it-
the area.
Presents basically a sphere of. It radiates daylight, and I think. I don't know if it's vampires or undead in general are averse to it. Roderick can tell you.
These just vampires.
I think it might just be
undead are.
vampires.
I don't think
Yeah.
undead are adverse to daylight.
Who has high investigation?
Not me.
Not me. I
It's
tell you what I
wisdom-
do
is-
have though. I got 80 fucking HP now. Let's go.
God,
Is that based on wisdom?
I think so.
Then I probably have a decent one at the very
Uh,
least.
what's
Okay,
the
I'll be
plus
right
to
back.
it?
Just gonna get water.
Investigation's intelligence.
Oh, it's
Oh,
intelligence.
okay then.
Grizz, help me out. What's my second spell I should take?
Fireball.
Wait, I already have that. Do
Take
you
it
have Tiny
twice.
Hut?
I
He
do,
does.
yeah. It's like my subclass spell too, so I couldn't even get rid of it if I wanted.
Okay. I could do a spiritual weapon. You know what? He has Moonbeam. I'm gonna do Daylight.
He's got
Yeah.
daylight as well.
Daylight.
Oh, you have Daylight also? Fuck.
The amulet does daylight.
Well,
I mean, you can
while
still do it. 2 daylights ain't bad.
2 daylight.
While you think
No,
about
it's gonna
it,
be the RP. Like, so I was watching you do Moonbeam, and I learned this little trick, and it's like, oh yeah, I have it too, and it's like, oh damn it.
is there anything
Or-
anyone wants to do when they wake up in the
I could do
morning?
remove curse.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna. We're still live right now?
Yeah, we're still alive.
Okay.
Well, We're
Do you
recording.
have do you have like a remove curse kind of thing?
I
have
can
removal.
prepare it if need be.
Oh,
Yeah, clerics can switch out their
clerics.
spells every
That's
round.
true.
Yeah, if anybody needs me to prepare a specific thing, let me know. In the morning, I would be casting Sending to
It'll just be sitting
Esmeralda.
on the end of the bed.
Okay.
Oh, I can get
It's
sending
TOH
too,
up.
so we can talk to everybody.
Oh, true. Roger
Don't
was
know what to
burning all his
choose.
third level spells for sending.
It's either investigation or thieves tools. I don't know.
Aren't you already proficient?
What
in
is
these
is
tools, or
Scorching
either way?
Ray radiant
actually,
or is that
thieves,
fire?
No,
Fire.
I'm
It's fire damage.
Is it?
Yep.
pretty sure I'm not.
What does Sanctuary do again?
It's Sanctuary, the one that enemies have disadvantage against whoever you target with Sanctuary until they attack.
D6.
I
That's
thought Sanctuary was an AOE kind of thing.
I rolled max
I got
HP.
Oh, I got Revivify! Let's go!
You
Nice.
still need your diamond.
That's
Yeah,
true.
now we just need a 1,500 gold diamond to purchase our 300.
Dude,
gold
I've got
worth diamond.
Fireball. I'm going to all the Vistani and killing them for that diamond.
Oh, you're right. We'll just rob everybody.
Hey, how
Yeah,
about you give
Sanctuary
me
is
that diamond?
rewarding a creature.
Oh, I thought it was a warden area.
No. You
Alright,
just choose
well,
one creature, and they have disadvantage on attacks against them until they attack, which is sad because then they attack and you just waste your turn using Sanctuary.
Who's cursed? Why do you need me to prepare to remove curse?
No, I was curious because I can get that as a.
Oh,
You could
gotcha.
get counterspell.
I could.
Counterspell would be clutch, dude. I bet.
As a
you know what? I'm
reminder,
counterspell. I'm doing counterspell. Don't talk.
Strahd
Equa.
is a wizard.
He is a spellcaster. I know because the hag told me. Counterspell. I got my shit. Fireball and counterspell. Let's go.
Yeah.
Sounds like another College of Law bard that we know.
Yes.
Trendsetter.
Yeah, he has a weird hat and plays with cards for some reason.
And he sucks.
Yeah.
Eat shit, nerds. I'm an eloquence bard.
What's funny is he found out his lineage and then forgot because the timeline got reset. So
Don't blame me for that. Blame Grizz.
that's true. He's got a point.
Anyway, in the morning, Roderick, you're casting Sending.
Yes.
To whom?
To Esmeralda. Tia.
Garzatia, did you see my ass cheeks?
Tell me the
have
truth.
To tell, you have
Speak-
to tell me if you
Speak
did.
plainly.
Plainly. Did you gaze upon my cheeks?
Did you guys see
Is
my
it
Gucci my
safe
butt?
to
Say
come
yes
in
if
your
you did.
room?
Esmeralda, we saw what happened. Where's Irina? Where did you go? What happened?
You send the response out, and you wait a little bit before it comes back to you, and she says, I don't really know. I wasn't there. I left earlier in the day. I went back, but it was all rubble. Where are you?
That sucks.
I really wish I would have taken sending. 'Cause I feel like I need to know where exactly she is.
Alright, everyone. So, I just heard back from Esmeralda.
What'd she say?
She says she wasn't there.
Oh. I probably should ask Van Richten, I guess.
We somehow managed to strike out on that. We had 3 choices and we chose the wrong one.
Yes, she also asked me where we are. That would be a whole nother spell just to do that. I don't know if that's worth it. But if we're willing to tap more of my resources, I could send another spell, this time to Irina directly.
Roger, before you do that, is there anything that would block that sending spell from getting to Irina?
Potentially, if she's in Strahd's castle and it's got some sort of warding.
That's what I was worried about.
Yeah. So the only other option would be Van Richten.
Yeah, he's a contact Ben Richten if he's still alive, or get Esmeralda here so she can help us find the other two.
It's your spell, Roger.
Honestly, I'm not sure Esmeralda will be as much of a help as just sending a message directly to Van Richten. She's a big girl, she can handle herself.
Okay.
So,
Were you gonna say something?
oh yes, if we're all together, I'd like to inspire everyone so that we all have temporary HP.
That is so
Hendrix in the cart.
inspiring.
We're going to kick this vampiric ass. Especially everyone with magical items.
Gundrick isn't here
Yo.
yet. Are we doing that?
That is
Gundrick
true.
just
I
said he doesn't
completely
want to be
forgot
here
about
with us
that.
yet.
Wait, hold on, let me open the window. Does it have range?
He has to hear me.
Perfect. Open the window.
I shout at the top of my lungs. This inspiring speech.
Oh, Babushka, do you hear Malin? He's always so good at talking. You're doing great, Malin!
Everyone now has
so stupid.
11.
Ooh.
Sure.
Because I leveled up.
Sure.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure,
Gundrick gets it.
whatever.
Sure.
Everyone has 11. The whole town has 11. No, it's just 6 allies.
Alright, I'm gonna send it. We sure we want to send it to Van Richten, not Irina. I do agree that there's a chance that Strahd's Castle Ravenloft is warded in some way. So it'll be a risk. There's also the risk that Van Richten is dead. Or also at Castle Ravenloft. Or didn't see it either.
I'm also sure that they created an entire book about Van Richten and his guide to something, so it's probably a safe bet he's still alive.
Alright. I'll send it to Van Richten.
Okay, I was gonna say, because if Irina's with Strahd, he could have her under his charms.
That's true as well.
Twitch a little.
Alright.
What are you guys talking about in there?
Shut up.
You only needed to hear the inspired speech, nothing else.
Roger closes the window. Couldn't
Oh, those
focus.
silly guys. Jeffrey, you enjoy that grass.
Who the fuck is Jeffrey?
Alright, I cast sending. I say we saw what happened from Kresk. Are you alright? Where's Irina? Esmeralda's safe.
That's right to keep.
Red Keep? Question mark.
Damn it, man, as I'm shaking him.
What?
Where's
What
my
happened?
horse?
What happened there? That's it, I guess.
Okay. You send out the spell, and you wait a couple moments, and Van Richten does respond to you.
Oh, good.
Oh, good. The game would have been over if he didn't.
He says, "Well, we were attacked by Rahaden and minions. Irina taken. Me hurt. Redkeep und my cat here,
I don't speak German. What the hell did he say?
as well as a boy you lost.
Oh,
Yay!
cute. You have an extra sending to waste.
Hey man,
yeah,
as
where is
long as Milavoy, if Milavoy got Red Keep, I'm cool with that. That boy needs all the help he can get. Red Keep
Did
will
he-
keep him safe.
Did he have enough words for where here was?
I don't know. We'll say he did. Sure. It was.
Oh,
it
what
was
did
a
he
long
say?
one. He basically said, "We'll just count the whole message as canon." I don't know how many words it was. It's probably over 25, but
He
we'll say
didn't
that.
say where he was.
Yeah, he just said here, as in there with me.
Gotcha. Okay. Relatively good news, but also bad news. It's as we feared. Rahadin came, took Irina. Sorry, indigested.
You really should stop eating so much beef jerky. It will cause inflammation.
Right.
You're just eating beef jerky.
Rahadin took Irina. Von Richten seems injured, but he managed to make it out of there with Malin.
What?
And apparently he's found Milavoy.
That's
Malin's there.
strange,
with
because I'm right
Red Keep.
here.
Red Keep. He seemed to make it out of there with Red Keep.
I
Indigestion's doing
disappear in
wonders.
front of everyone.
And somehow managed to stumble across Milavoy.
So, my question is, do we try to rescue Irina? Because if Strahd sent someone else, then that means Strahd is more preoccupied with destroying crazy crypts and freeing himself rather than going and doing things himself. Which means Strahd is currently at the crypt still, which might explain why he talked to us through a cloud. Just curious.
You think he's still there?
Well, if you were trapped in a land for hundreds of years and you finally found a way out, would you leave that place immediately?
If I'd destroyed all the crypts, gained all the power needed, yeah, I'd leave.
I look out the window. What's the fog look like?
Today's a pretty clear day, so it's a little lighter, but you're not sure if it's lighter than it should be or not.
Well, let's try to find Von Richten. Probably didn't make it too far. And then, I don't know, we go from there.
All right.
So, what you'll do?
Is everyone... Where's here, though, for Van Richten?
Yeah, no, that's... It's gonna be a hard search, but, I assume he didn't make it too far after the attack. Perhaps we go back there now that it's a bit brighter out. Maybe we can make out some trail.
Also, if he didn't make it too far, given the area in which he could go to, the fact that we kind of gotten rid of all the druids at the winery kind of leaves me to believe I should probably kill that hag. Or I'll drop dead in front of everyone. I don't know Fey magics.
So your deal with the hag was... What exactly?
So, you know what we did? Or what all of you did. I found a barrel of wine and couldn't help myself. But, we did the opposite of what I told that hag I would do.
So she told you to not kill them.
So you know the were ravens?
Yeah. Oh, she wanted you to kill the right. Okay.
Yes,
Got it.
them I was supposed to kill. Not the
Mhm.
druids and such. I was actually supposed to talk with them and help them.
Well, if that's already happened and you haven't been affected by it,
What was this hag's name?
Did she give me her name?
Yeah.
I think she did. I'm gonna have to look through that.
It's
I don't
Baba
know.
Lysaga.
Oh, yeah, because I thought it was Baba Yaga.
Can I roll some
Baba
sort of
Lysaga.
check to see if I know who that is? I mean, we were in order who went around killing
I could have
monsters.
sworn you did.
Did I?
I think you
then I
did.
probably did bad then.
Yeah, I think you did. What was it? 4 sessions back? 5 sessions back?
Never mind then. Forget about it.
I can't remember what you rolled though.
You rolled
I
low.
want to say, oh, okay. Irina was the one who rolled decent, right?
I don't
There was
remember.
someone else that was in the group.
It was
that
Tia.
rolled.
Tia rolled. Not
Tia.
bad.
Tia rolled.
All right, let's go. How much longer we got with the carriage?
Doesn't matter. We're going to abandon this place.
No, I'm coming back here. I promise to take a look at the abbey.
you would have until tonight.
So where are you going?
I suppose to the tower.
Okay.
Okay, so as everyone comes out of the house, Gundrick is just sitting there eating some beef jerky and like handing the horses grass.
Ass
That's
out.
a good girl, Matilda. Oh, you're doing great, Jeffrey. I'm sure that tastes really, really good. Oh, hey everybody, where are we going? We ready to go find Arena?
He's named the horses that are going to be dead within a day.
Seems to be a reoccurring theme with whoever controls that person.
Yeah. So heard from Van Richten. He's all right. He's got Milavoy and Red Keep. We're gonna go try and find him.
All right, let's find our ally. We can kick this vampire's ass. Gundrick feels seems just a bit more peppy. He's feeling strong. Yeah, he'll hop on up.
Okay.
All right, so tower.
Tower.
All right. Gundrick's gonna try the reins again now that he's gotten to know Jeffrey and Matilda a little better.
Sure. Go ahead and roll animal handling.
Does he get
Come on.
Good feeding him?
Well, this animal handling is to see how well you know the horses.
There you go.
Okay. Come on. Hey, frick. 7.
Yeah, they
Oh,
don't really respond to you too well in the night when you are getting used to them.
Gundrick. That one you named Matilda, that's a boy.
Oh,
Yes, I was going to say something, but I wanted to see how this would pan out.
you know, I see it now. Now that you pointed out, that is quite a set of balls right there. Sorry, Max. You and Jeffrey are gonna do really well.
Could have gone with like Matthias or Matthew. It's what Max.
No, you see, I figure.
Not even Maxwell. Not even Maxwell, just
Maximilian.
Max. Well, Maximilian. That's a
we're-
good name, Blair.
We're close. We're close. I don't need to call him by his full given name. You know, when you're friends with me, you could say, "Hey, Gunny" or something. You know.
I mean,
I'm never
Don't
gonna
think
call you
I'm
that.
never going to call you Gunny.
you could have named him Benjamin.
Oh, you're right. Well, but you know, those other horses were named that.
I'm gonna
Well,
take the
yes,
reins.
it's too different.
Oh, I didn't roll that well either.
What'd you get?
I got a 9.
Yeah. Then,
Okay.
Well, but
I'm-
wait, that was for how well I knew.
Oh,
them,
that's
right?
true.
That wasn't
Okay, okay.
actually for my reins work.
Okay. I erased my roll.
That's still there in case
Yeah,
he
yeah,
fails.
yeah.
But go ahead,
Alright,
Gundrick. Go ahead.
11.
They're resistant to you, but you do manage to get
Stubborn.
them to kick off.
Did you rub their
That's right.
necks and their manes and whatnot?
Mm,
Rub
yeah,
behind
I
the
gave-
ears a lot, especially the right ear. I feel like most horses really love that. You should
I
try
ga-
that next time.
I gave him the scritches. Yep. You know, honestly, I'm amazed we've had so much trouble since it's really not that hard to just use the reins and drive a horse in a straight line. But
It's
here
probably
we are.
me. A lot of horses don't really like being around me.
Well,
You know, I did see a face open up once, and yes, that might be right. That is very terrifying.
I do need to remind you guys. Remind me not to have the staff just out around these horses. They don't.
Oh,
They don't seem to like it. Pretty much.
really? Hmm. Smart horses. Yeah.
Smart horses.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
They are not liking Gundrick's lead, but he does manage to successfully maneuver them around the roads. It takes you 45 minutes to get to the tower. Someone roll d20.
Already did it.
I want to do it.
Oh,
Go
yes,
for it.
actually.
Oh, that's a 4.
That's good.
Thank
You're all good?
Yes.
Darn it. I'm waiting for this Dracolich. What do we got to roll for that? 220s?
I like how he's taking an animal that's a completely different species from a dragon and being like, it's going to be a Dracolich.
But you get to the tower. There's no one there.
What?
All right, so it sounds like, based on what Van Richten said, he likely was on foot. So, let's look for footprints that would belong to a male. I don't know. He might have had his tiger with him. Do we see any horse prints? Keep your eyes out for horse prints. He's got Red Keep with him.
You don't think that maybe he went to the clearing south of us, do you?
About Yester Hill.
So
Last night
we
yesterday,
also
yesterday
know
was
from
over here.
before there was the tracks that were probably a bunch of vampires and Strahd, and then there was the other set. Maybe we should check those out and see if there's anything we missed.
Oh, by the way, we found out Strahd never came here.
Oh, really?
I think it was the person you want to kill who actually came.
Oh, Robin. Man,
Which makes me believe
Ah.
Strahd is still dealing with some coffins, because why would you send your butler to do something you really want to do unless you're doing something that you really desperately want to do?
That is true. He's getting all the dark powers. Yeah, so Eco, if we look around a bit, is it because I remember you said that there was the tracks that seem to go over the pile. Do those actually follow the other set of 2 people?
Do they follow
Like,
the
does it
other
look
set of
does it
2
look like it
people?
goes in the same direction? Like maybe Esmeralda was following those, possibly.
Oh, interesting. So you lost where they went to in the end. You can go ahead and roll a survival check now that it's daytime. The DC will be a little higher because you failed the first time.
Gotcha.
Could I roll a survival check to look at these prints?
You sure can.
Ooh, that's a 17.
Hey, for being a terrible physical roll, it didn't get a bad number.
I would like to roll
survival. I
as
got
well.
18.
Yeah, screw it.
Ooh.
I'm looking. Oh,
Yeah, I got a 13, so
got
mine's
an
not great.
11.
It's gonna be a
Okay.
nat 20, 100%. Watch survival. Easy.
Do it, do it. Oh,
ED 15.
So,
Higher than I expected.
our frontliners, Gundrick and Blair, you begin to pick up now that it's daytime the specifics of the tracks, what they were and where they go. So you make out 2 distinct sets of shoed footprints that leave the tower. They're both of finer variety. One of them goes up and then leaves. You gather that one was Rahadin. the one that just leaves was probably Van Richten. It looks more like a male shoe.
Okay.
That one goes around the tower to the back end, where the male footprints disappear, and horse footprints are picked up.
Okay. So we went to the back on Red Keep.
So it appears that he got on the back of Red Keep and left. Because those
That
horse
means
prints,
his pet tiger's dead.
or I guess hoof prints
His
go around.
tiger, that was never really at that tower, right? It was in a wagon somewhere else.
No, the tiger was at the wagon. And it's curious because you scour the entryway for tiger prints and you don't see any like immediately around the tower, to the point where you have to backtrack and go closer to the start of the bridge, and there are some large saber-tooth prints that are there, although they are a little lighter. It appears that the saber-tooth was probably stashed somewhere on the outside of the tower and possibly swam around as to not engage on the island, and then picked up when Van Richten left.
Okay.
As for Rahardin's prints, essentially the story goes, the wagon or the carriage pulled up, Rahardin got out, as well as probably 5 other people who were barefoot or in damaged shoes. Went into the tower, and then left the tower, got back on whatever cart, wagon, carriage they were on, and then left.
So, yeah. Okay, I thought the wagon had went all the way up to the tower, so I misread that earlier. Okay, so they went in, they picked up Irina and carried her to the...
Probably, yes.
So we should follow the horse prints, correct? I think that way we can probably find Van Richten. Yeah. And then once we have him, we can find Arena.
Engage
Alright.
hunter mode and try to follow these horse prints.
Oh, and Gundrick, if we see any trouble, I want you to get right into there.
I give him a little tap on the ass like a sports team, and I'll give you the initiative bonus.
Oh, nice, nice. You got it, Roderick. I'm eager to try some new things.
Okay, so you're following what you assume to be Red Keep's hoof prints. Okay, so...
I'm retuning my loot as we're doing this to take it a couple steps down.
Drop D, that means?
Nope, couple steps. Drop E, son.
Ooh, let's go.
Who is helming this?
Oh, yeah.
Are we back on the
Gundrick's
horses?
worrying about... Gundrick's doing the horses. Someone else can follow the tracks.
Yeah, I mean, Blair will try to, just like tapping into that hunter instinct to try and follow him.
Okay, so we'll keep your survival roll from earlier, because you're just following them from now. And you watch as they go, and they go down the path, and then off the path into the woods. Do you follow them into the woods? The carriage is going to have a hard time.
Go off to the woods. Are we ready to go in there?
Sounds good to me.
You'll have to leave the carriage, probably.
I feel the carriage might just get stolen if we just leave it.
That
Well,
would never happen.
Who would,
you know,
would
I
steal
mean,
horses?
why don't we just take the horses and then, you know, who's gonna just steal an old crappy carriage?
Somebody who needs to carry stuff. But the horses are more important.
Exactly. Come here, Jeffrey and Max. He'll like start unhitching him from the carriage.
Okay, so is anyone riding, or are you just making them follow along with you?
Blair will stay on foot.
Good. I forget. Like, do you gotta like have anything to do mounted combat, or is that just like you can just do it, or is it just
You
like a
can
feat
just
that makes
do-
you better at it?
There's a feat that makes you better at it, but you can just do it.
Screw it. I'll get on.
Okay.
I'll get on the
Yeah,
black one.
Oh yeah, Roderick, you take
'Cause
Jeffrey. I'll
it's
take
very
Max.
thematic. It's my
Kendrick,
aesthetic.
hop on Max. I
Okay.
I
like
don't know where you begin and the horse ends.
it.
So- Both of you roll animal handling.
Come on, Max, don't let me
Remember
down.
to
I know I
scratch
only have a
behind
plus
the
one.
ears.
What a waste. What a waste of a nat 20.
Yes,
I got
17.
24.
17.
Surprisingly enough, they both accept you pretty easily.
You're riding horses,
Fong,
not carriage
twaddle,
pullers.
fong.
Of course, of course.
Good horse, Max. Good
There's
horse.
no saddle on these.
Oh shit, that's gonna
It's
hurt.
just like the whatever that was hitched up to the wagon.
The yoke.
So it'll, whatever that's called. So it'll hurt your tailbone a little bit. And there are no.
And your balls.
Just
yeah.
sit side saddle.
Yeah, there you go.
But you can use them, so they're fine. Okay, so you enter into the forest. Blair is keeping her nose down, and you follow the tracks. And
I'm keeping an eye out for weird creatures.
roll a perception check.
He is gonna do the same. Let's use the real dice this time, actually.
21.
It's a 23.
Sure. And who wants to roll d20?
I'll do it. That's a 12.
Sick. So you keep on going. Malin Tia keeping an eye out. And you get a couple minutes in, and you see the hoof prints kind of just stop and like come to a skid, like they've stopped abruptly. You're not really in a clearing. It's still pretty packed in here. Whoever wants to investigate the scene can either roll investigation or perception.
Want to do investigation?
I'll do a perception.
I'll do perception.
Ooh,
Investigation.
11.
Ooh, that is an 18.
It's a
that's good.
dirty 20 for Blair on perception.
Ooh.
23.
Ooh.
A
Ooh.
19 for investigation.
So Malin can't see anything, but everyone else gets the picture. It
I
appears
see
that
trees.
made of green.
Yes.
The horse appears to have stopped and then reared up, and then come back down, and you see hoof prints that kind of just are a little sporadic and circular. You also see, and they are faint, but you do pick up on them, especially you, Roderick, saber-toothed tiger paw prints that were following tandem to Redkeep, that here stop and just vanish completely.
Pokeball.
And then you look about 15 feet forward and you see a large indent in the ground that appears to like a large groove that has been moved and stuck into the ground about 15 feet away from where the paw prints end.
Tiger jumped and knocked
It did a
something over.
pouncy pounce.
Oh.
You also see where the hoof prints kind of coalesce. Next to them are those nicer, finer boot prints that shift over to the location of the groove, and then other shoe prints that shift back over to where Redkeep was, and then both the horse prints and the cat prints keep going.
They found Millevoy here. The tiger must have jumped on him at first.
And then Millevoy rode the horse, and Rickton rode his tiger. Well, we're gonna find your friend soon, Malin.
Oh, I truly hope so.
We'll also be finding Roderick's war,
Yeah, I was about to.
not just the horse.
That too, that too. That too.
You're about there.
A good day for finding allies. Looks like things are looking up for us.
Oh no, you just jinxed it. Why'd you say that?
You know, there's
Why would
plenty
you
of
do
wood.
that?
Just knock on that tree there. Just hit it. Just
Oh
Don't
yes,
knock on
yes,
that
yes.
tree.
You're
You'll
right.
alert things that you think this is your territory, and they'll come try to kill you.
Oh, I'm gonna listen to that.
Well, then knock on
Yes.
Tia's staff.
I
Oh,
wouldn't do that.
yeah. I wanted to suck my blood.
Knock
Oh,
on
yeah.
I
this.
don't know.
Not kidding.
Here, I have a rock I keep around. I'll knock on that. That's what we do down in the Dwarven kingdoms, anyways, to
But
get
won't
rid
that
of
make a louder
bad luck.
sound in the
So.
tree?
No,
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 it
it's
doesn't have
just
the
my
same
knuckles
hollow
on the
thump.
rock. The thunk, thunk, thunk.
It's different.
There we go. It's all good now. Plus, you know, you can throw the rock at whatever's giving you bad luck if needed. So let's follow those tracks.
Okay. So you keep following them, and they go a little while longer down into the woods to about here before they stop. And then you see them take a left turn. And they keep on going through there. You keep on following.
See.
And
Going
you
back to the town.
exit the wood right here. And this is where things get a little more complicated because you pick back up on the other horse tracks and the cart tracks. So it becomes a little more difficult to discern who you're following. But because Blair rolled an 18, you manage to isolate the paw prints, and you keep following the group along until they start to approach Velaki.
So does it look like the paw prints are now following the other prints? Like are they going parallel now?
Well, they
Or
had
are they-
been like the whole time. Like the paw prints and the hoof prints were with each other.
Yeah, the paw prints kind of faded in and out. You gather that the
Oh,
tiger
oh.
probably was either close to Van Richten at some points and then dipped away at other points, then got close and then dipped away.
Sorry, I misunderstood. I thought you meant their trail was now going over the other trail that Rahadin and them probably took. Okay,
Well,
no,
is.
I
That's
get
what
it.
that's what ended up
Oh,
happening.
it is.
Was they met up on that trail. Like they must have came after the wagon went through, so they got muddied together. But I was able to find the tiger prints, which would have had Red Keith's prints with it once they left.
Yeah.
Okay, but so it is on that trail then now. Okay, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so you follow the tiger prints forward and you see that they do begin to approach Velaki. And they get a few hundred feet out before they dip left into the forest again.
Oh, they probably went near where we were. Oh, wait, hold on. Do you think that his mansion is still there?
I don't know.
Because that would be extremely useful.
I think he mentioned it wouldn't be there after 24 hours or something. I can't remember.
Well, hopefully they're in this little wooded area then. At least. Let's go find them. We should be close, I would think.
So you dip off into the woods. Malin and Tia still keeping an eye out. You go inwards maybe 100 or so feet, 100, 150 or so feet. And keeping your perception checks, you begin to, it's very hidden, make out orangish fur of a beast that is maybe 60 or so feet away.
He's ahead. We should announce ourselves so we don't get jumped.
That would be pretty bad, yeah.
Van Richten.
You see the fur silently move.
Milavoy.
No words are being spoken back.
Blair is gonna be watching for the tiger to be coming.
Gundrick's got his sword out just in case we're wrong on this. He's ready.
So you approach the site.
Yeah, definitely am.
Yeah.
Okay. You begin approaching, and you come across basically like a small clearing. The canopy overhead opens up a little bit than the regular tree line. And there's no one there.
Oh shit.
Y'all saw that, right? The flash of yellow?
Orange, yes.
It's orange.
Right, I mean, could be invisible. It could be in a tiny hut. I don't know. Magic.
Malin.
That's true. Yeah.
It's a 24 to hit.
Uh-oh.
Did I not see it? When I was looking
It's a
for it?
surprise round. They rolled a 25 on stealth.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. I couldn't
So-
beat that with a nat 20, so.
So, Malin, I would like for you to make a strength saving throw.
No.
Oh god, is he
And you
like
fail.
pinned down by this thing?
Oh, I got a 9.
You take 16 points of slashing damage
Oh,
and are knocked prone.
Hell yeah.
And as a feat of the saber-toothed tiger, it can make a bite attack against you, but it won't. As you are now pinned underneath the large feline paw that kind of compresses your chest and pins you down of a bright orange, black-striped beast that looks down on you and snarls, its other paw raised up to attack you. What do you do?
Can
Is-
any of us do things?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you have
okay,
an
it's not
opportunity
like-
to intervene
It's not
here.
initiative. Yeah.
No.
Like,
Blair's can
Is
go
it-
into a rage and grab it by the throat and push it off.
this is Van Richten's tiger, right? Like, it looks the same?
Undeniably, yeah.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
a little beat up, but yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
So you,
Oh, jeez.
can you talk to it?
I think I can.
Do it.
You're a cat. It's a cat.
But it's
You
a
should talk
spell.
to it.
I
Imagine
will
all
say, without hesitation, Blair is going to a rage and pushing it off of me.
Okay. You're attempting to shove or grapple.
I'll say shove, because I wouldn't be able to hold it for long enough if I'm just going for its throat to push it.
Okay,
So
go
shove.
ahead and roll an athletics check.
I do get advantage because I'm raging. Heck, I rolled bad though. I think it's a 17.
Okay, you do
That's not
beat.
bad.
It's 14 that it rolled.
Nice.
So you
Yeah.
go ahead and like shoulder barge it off. It moves 5 feet off of Malin, and then
I stand
stands.
over Malin. Just my Wendigo form over Malin as I snarl back at it.
It now stands ready against you, head down. It's snarling. It's getting ready to
Theo
attack.
will cast Speak with Animals, or one use of it.
What is the casting time on Speak with Animals?
Oh, let's see.
It should
Find
just
out.
be instant.
Yeah, I think
right?
it's. I think it's
Yeah.
instantaneous.
Yeah, it's an instant one
Should be.
action.
I think it's a ritual cast. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
No, I don't think it's ritual.
I don't think
Nope.
it is either. 'Cause
Casting
the class
time
I
is-
get it don't get
Casting
ritual
time is one action.
Sick. So you go ahead and cast Speak with Animals. And what do you say? Yeah, you didn't even need to cast Speak with Animals. All you had to do was talk to it. You're a cat as well.
She's gonna say, "Wait, it's us. We know Van Richten. You know Esmeralda. We met at the tower." And hoping she'll get a response out of it.
This
Roll.
cat smells and scents suck ass. That's all I'm gonna say.
Roll a persuasion check.
My goodness.
This little a-hole has
Air to
seen
fail
us
it was.
before, too.
Oh, 16. Wow.
16.
Yep.
Yeah. You watch as it looks to you and kind of takes a moment to listen, and then backs up slowly from Blair, but still keeping the head down. The rest of you hear it go like that thing that cats do when they're fighting each other in the middle of the street. But Tia, you hear it say back to you, I do remember you. Why are you here?
I remember you. That's why I attacked your group.
Well, we're here to make sure you guys are right. You know, we saw the tower got destroyed, so we want to regroup with, you know, you, Van Richten. We heard Milvoy was found in Red Keep.
Yes, the boy. I am aware of him. He was small and flimsy. The master is safe somewhere, I hope, but he is not here.
Where did he go?
He sought shelter towards the lights, and he beckons his head towards Vallaki.
Oh, great. Of course it's in there. So, how you've been?
Terrible. We were
I can
attacked
imagine.
by human bitey things.
Did
Ah,
you
yes.
call it a bad cat, Tia? Bad kitty.
Shut up! What's with you guys trying to upset every animal I talk to?
It fucking attacked me.
Oh yeah, how you doing, Malin? You're a little cut up there.
I'm just like, shake this blood off of me.
Did he happen to speak to Milvoy or to himself about why they were going into Vallaki?
He has people he thinks he may rely on in their favors to be exchanged, yeah?
See. And I assume Milvoy's with him.
I would assume so if he was not eaten.
Eaten by what?
Whatever made them flee from this place in the first place.
Right.
Your
Well,
friend, he smells like poison and alcohol.
Oh, I
And
thought you-
piss.
Ah, well. You know, at least you didn't say squid. I mean, yeah, he does kind of reek. You know, he actually, he bathed in wine back at the winery.
He looks like it. He looks like he
Yeah.
does that regularly.
I rest assured, he's a good guy, but sometimes I worry.
I'm gonna kill every NPC I meet from this moment on.
Tia, is the big kitty cat being nice?
Yes, it's being very nice.
It's not going to try to cut us anymore.
I assume you won't try to harm us anymore if you come back.
It depends. If I am hungry, or if you try to hurt me, or sneak up on me, I probably will.
Wait, you're just gonna attack us if you're hungry?
I have not eaten.
I thought we had a bond.
I will not eat you. You are too small. And I will not eat the stinky one. He smells like poison. I will go for the stocky one. He points towards Gundrick. Lots of meat on his bones.
He points.
with his nose.
Yeah, with his nose. Gundrick, you watch as the large saber-toothed tiger looks at your direction and kind of takes a big sniff and then gently growls under its neck.
Oh, Gundrick will like.
Up to this point, Blair had like been keeping stance. As soon as Gundry goes, brrr, like the rage starts to revert, her teeth turn back to her gums. Just what the hell was that?
The Sabretooth now wants to follow on the country.
I thought that I could try to say like, "Hello, I'm a friend."
Roll animal
That's
handling,
how you do
Gundrick.
it, right?
Tia, what did What did he say about Milavoy?
Ooh,
About
that's a
Van
18.
Richten?
He said he's down there in Vallaki with Van Richten. Apparently, Van Richten knows some people in there that might be able to help him.
Does he think that he'll return?
I assume you expect Van Richten to return, right? If you're sitting here.
My master is strong. He will return, yeah.
Teal looks back and nods at Roger.
Maybe we wait here for him to come back.
Would it be alright if we wait here for a bit?
With him? And you almost missed it because you were talking to Roderick. But when Gundrick made that noise in an attempt to communicate with the tiger, part of it made its way through the spell. And you you heard him basically. What were you trying to convey, Gundrick?
Like, yes, I am a friend. I like you too.
You basically heard through the spell his voice say, "Attractive me."
Look, Gundrick has a, how do I say this, a special way with creatures.
Don't say it like that. Not after what he just said.
Maybe I will kill him.
What I mean by that is, he really just likes talking to them and nothing more. Most of the time, from what I know.
Okay. Well, I'm going to hunt now. Away from you. So, goodbye.
Wait. One thing. Do you have a name?
Yeah,
I'm
of course
sorry,
I
what was
do.
that?
I
didn't
think
catch
we
that.
caught you in this already
Ludwig.
once with campaign. I think Van Richten also didn't know the cat's name.
It doesn't say in the book, but he's got a name for his horse.
Name him Ludwig.
I think he was like Mins or something dumb last time.
Yeah, it doesn't say.
No free ball.
The section introducing Rotavia refers to his saber-toothed tiger, no name.
Oh, its name is no
Wizards.
name?
No name. Let's see.
No, his...
Man, Van Richten sucks.
Yeah, my name is Ludwig.
Your name's Roger.
Roger? No.
No,
Ludwig.
Roderick. So your name is the same as she points to Roger.
Equa said Ludwig, I think.
His name is
Yeah.
Ludwig?
Okay.
Your name is Ludwig.
It was the German
Lude.
accent.
I have only said it 3 times. Dry times. Ludwig.
Oh, got it. There's
Yeah, there's a Ludwig.
there's a lot of. I'm starting to realize there's a lot of similar names in this place called Barovia.
I'm not
Nice to
from
meet you.
Barovia.
Jeans.
We are far from Barovia, is where we are from, but that's fine.
Yes. You'll be surprised. There's a
Barovia
Roderick
proper.
and a Gundrick right behind me.
Yeah, you would not believe the names that we've heard. You know, we once met a Barry.
Did you see him, transform into a werebear?
You know, I did not see it, but I had a hunch.
It's part of the legend. She leans in and whispers.
Okay, I'm going to go now. Auf Wiedersehen. And he just turns and walks away.
She waves.
Maybe
Did you
reminded
see
of
it,
Barry
Tia?
every day.
The cat looked at me and it purred. I think.
I.
I think it
She's-
likes me.
She tries to say something, and she just smiles and says nothing.
Oh, also, you were very good, Max. You didn't even freak out when a giant tiger jumped out of the woods. So good on you. You're a fine warhorse.
So, you guys are choosing to wait around for Van Richten to show up.
Oh, while you have some of that spell, can you tell me my horse's real name?
He looks at the horse. Hi, I don't believe in that. I'm Tia. And your name would be?
Yeah, he goes, my name is Alfric.
Alfric.
Fits
A
in
lot
perfect.
more classier than Benjamin and Jefferman.
And the other one goes, yeah, and my name is Vidric.
Well, they're similar names. Similar names.
Yeah, people get confused with us all the time.
I can imagine.
But we don't know any other Ricks, so we think we're pretty unique.
Wait. Tia, tell me my horse's name too. I bet he likes it more than Max. I want to become friends.
Tia quickly tells Roderick his horse's name. Hi, my name is Tia. What's your name, oh horse?
Vidric. No, we've been over this. Yeah, I'm Vidric, and he's Alfric.
There's only two horses, right, Equa?
Yeah.
It's Vidric and Elfric.
I'm waiting for Genji to say it's Japan.
Oh, you mean his name is Vidric? Oh, Vidric, my name's Gundrick. We're so close. We're like brothers.
He says you're like brothers.
Oh. Okay. Sure.
You don't seem too jazzed about that.
Why, doesn't look like a horse.
Good,
It's-
Vidric. Pats him on the neck.
It's about the spirit, you know? At least for him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You know, he was kind of staring at my junk a little bit back there. So, you know, let's not get too close.
I'll be sure to let him know.
Okay.
So, are we
Gundrick,
done
you-
here?
Nearly, Gundrick. You gotta give the horses some space. You know, just back off every now and then.
Why? What did he say?
Repeat word for word. Let the
She
horse
looks
go.
down at the ground and just walks away to the tree line just to keep an eye out.
Keeps walking.
What are you being naughty, Vidric? Oh, you dog. Scratch his neck. Making her all bashful like that.
Yeah.
Also,
Tia,
okay.
while the
Oh, go
spell's
ahead.
still up, you kind of hear him go, ha ha, ah. Ooh.
I wanted to stay away.
All right, everyone. Let's you guys all right? Waiting here. Not sure how long they'll be.
So, are
should
we
we head in?
sure that he's going to be safe in Vallaki? I mean, last time I were here, there were vampires in the streets yanking people into homes.
That's true. But I don't know if we go in town, we might make situations worse for them.
We have been in Vallaki. Well, Roderick's been there twice now. We didn't see vampires last time we were there.
Oh, that's true. You did go to investigate the church. I forgot about that.
And we all
Not
rode
even
through
there.
in the wagon.
Just a bunch of people staring at us last time we went.
Oh, yes. And they all saw us through the windows. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's probably fine.
I mean, if we did want to go, I guess the only places Van Richten would probably end up is the Blue Water Inn, or I guess the stall we found him at.
I mean, were all of you with us? Was Blair with us with the wagon?
Yes, when we rode through town in Strahd's wagon.
All right, just checking.
Maybe they forgot.
I doubt
I'm
that
very
very
optimistic.
much.
Remember when they sent out a bunch of guards to kill us?
Oh, yes. Yes, that's true.
Myling could use that disguise kit of his, walk himself in.
This is true.
I mean, it's probably the best bet.
If we're looking to speed things up, If not, we can just wait around till they show up.
I mean, if anything, we could at least check on the old man Martikov. He said, didn't he say his son runs the inn there? We could at least check on them for him in case we see him again. And if, if Van Richten is there, then perfect. Oh, yes, because also, obviously, I know that they said they weren't on the best of terms, yes, but I would assume that you probably still wouldn't have great feelings towards Strahd. So that could be another potential ally.
Van Richten did spend quite a lot of time at the Blue Water Inn when we were in town.
Maybe they were strategizing.
So what do you think, Malin? Do you want to go in or just wait here?
I'm sure I could go in unseen. And I
Right.
will say, I think this is the last time I believe I can use my disguise kit.
Sure.
That's right, we got charges for that.
Okay. So, as Malin sits down to put on his disguise and prepares to enter Valaki under the guise of someone else, we are going to end this part here.
Oh.
So, yeah. So thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for coming out. We appreciate it. Let's keep making stories together, and we'll catch you guys next week.
Oh my gravy.
Bye.
Totally killing a bunch of villagers.
Bye.